Hey, it's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. Today, I have a very large toy with me. This guy is a Walmart exclusive Funko Pop. He is called Oogie Boogie, and he is number 616 of the Pops. I'm going to show you all the sides of the box, and I'll show you up close a little bit of these other characters that you can purchase. I don't think those are giant ones, sadly. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas, and so I have a lot of different toys of them, but I found this guy, and I mean, who doesn't need a giant Oogie Boogie, like, for the centerpiece of their game table? So, let's get him open. If you guys have ever opened a Pop, you know they're not really sealed. It just kind of opens. Now, there is a plastic piece inside of him that's very thin, lightweight plastic. I'm just going to move the box out of the way for now. There are 5 different little bubble pieces, I guess, is the best way I can describe it, that connect it. So you need to detach that. There's 3 down his right side and 2 on his left. Whoops, got them all on that one. And so then it just kind of comes off as a separate piece, and you can remove him from the box entirely, and I'm just gonna put that to the side for now. Guys, look at this! How awesome is this? So right now, the first thing that I noticed is how heavy this guy is. I did look it up. He weighs a little over 2 pounds, and he's heavy. He's a little head heavy too. It's very odd. I don't think I own any other giant Pops, you guys, so this is kind of my first, and I tried to find out if there was an average weight to see if this guy was generally heavier or lighter than the others to let you know, but I didn't really find any information on that, so I'm not sure. You can see in here that he does actually have seams along his arms, but sadly they are glued in, so his arms do not move, and the seams on his legs aren't full seams, they're just indentions here, so they wouldn't have moved. However, there's good news. His head does spin, you guys. 360-degree spin on the head, which is really nice. This guy is really detailed, and he's got a lot of different fun textures on him. I love how colorful all of these bugs are that are spilling out of his seams here. I think that's adorable. It's just enough to add something cute to it, but not so much that it's overwhelming or strange. And they added just enough color to make it kind of pop. Aha, see what I did there, guys? Anyway, the burlap is, it's almost like they made it out of clay and then sort of etched the marks in separately. They're not full 90-degree angle plaid from burlap. It's very sketched in like the initial clay models, and this film was a stop motion animation from clay figures, so I think that's really nice that they have that detail in there, and all the stitching that you can see is actually bumps of stitching. They are all textured in, which is really, really nice. Alright, quick summary of the pros and cons. I love all the textures on him, super great on detail. I love these colorful bugs. He's a super solid figure. I mean, I'm not gonna break him if I drop or throw him, not that I'm gonna do that. His head does spin 360 degrees, which is super fun. Cons, this guy is really heavy, a lot heavier than I expected. He does not have any arm or leg joints, and he doesn't have any other dual uses as a storage container, bank, etc. Improvement suggestions. Okay, I really want Funko Pop to make jointed figures. They were able to make his head spin, and I know that the arms were separate pieces and they could have spun, but they glued them down. I would really love to see, not just in the giant Pops, but in the smaller Pops, if we could have some motion in there, and I think that would skyrocket their sales because they would be really epic as toys and collectibles if they had just a little bit of motion in it. Make it into something else. Make it into a bank or a storage container or something, because this guy is so big. It's difficult for me to justify buying a bunch of these and putting them all over my house because I really can't do anything with them. As far as toy mod, I told you before I wanted to use this as a game table centerpiece, because if you guys have seen the film, in his lair, he's got this whole game table casino type theme set up. So I thought it would be really fun for our family game table if we put it inside. And his head is large enough that I could fit decks of cards in here. So I want to make a hinge section either on the top or the back of his head and be able to fill his head with the decks of cards. And then I have to play with it. I haven't taken him apart yet, obviously, but if I can get his head off easily and the stopper in it stays at the top piece, then I can fill the body with dice, or I might be able to make a stopper in the bottom, kind of like a piggy bank type stopper with a rubber stopper in it, and make it large enough so that I can fill his body with dice and his head with cards, which would be perfect for the movie, perfect for actual functional use, and would be an epic, epic, epic game table centerpiece. My family also does a lot of card and dice games, so this would be really, really fun for us. Alright, I rated this guy 5 stars out of 5 stars. He is very highly detailed. He even has the extra motion surprise feature of being able to turn his head, which I love, and I wish they would have more joints, but I super love it. Very highly detailed and fun. So, let me know what you guys think of this guy down in the comments below. Check out the other toy reviews on my channel. I've got all sorts of things, and there's probably something that's just right for you. As always, like, subscribe, and share your favorite videos, and until next time, have a great time playing. Bye.